Israeli police are being accused of using a handcuffed Palestinian teenager as a human shield. It's after a video emerged depicting how they paraded the youth to an angry crowd, supposedly in an attempt to calm the protesters. Our Middle East correspondent Paula Sleer reports.
On Friday, Israeli police paraded this handcuffed Palestinian youth during protests that were taking place in the Palestinian neighborhood of Abu Dis, which is on the outskirts of East Jerusalem. Human rights groups have accused the army of using the child as a human shield. Defense for Children International Palestine has posted a video on YouTube that shows helmeted Israeli border policemen removing this young Palestinian who is identified as Mohammed R17 from their armored jeep and forcing him to stand beside them with handcuffed hands raised above his head. Human rights groups have released a statement saying that they're outraged that Israeli soldiers continue to use Palestinian children in this way as human shields with impunity. The claim is that the teen was deliberately exposed to danger after he had been taken into custody. An Israeli army spokesperson, however, has said that the move was to calm violence, especially after 400 Palestinian protesters attacked an Israeli border police vehicle for almost 4 hours. Earlier this week, Palestinians marked the annual Palestinian Prisoners' Day. Now, this was passed by the Palestinian National Council back in 1974 as a means of consolidating efforts to support Palestinian prisoners who are currently being held in Israeli jails. On Wednesday, about 3,000 Palestinian prisoners refused their food. This is in solidarity with the event. At the same time, activists tore down 50 meters of a prison fence at Offa prison, which is on the outskirts of Ramallah in the West Bank. There they mounted a Palestinian flag, and this forced the IDF as well as Israeli border police to use riot control measures to disperse the group. Also in Gaza, hundreds of people marched from Gaza City to the offices of the International Committee of the Red Cross. The Palestinian Authority has sent an urgent letter to the European Union Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton, calling for a prompt intervention to save the life of prisoners in Israeli jails who are currently conducting a hunger strike. The most notable among them is a prisoner, Samir al-Isawi, who has been striking for some 300 days. There are 4,900 Palestinians who are currently held in Israeli jails. 168 of them are under administrative detention without charge or trial.